Hello guys, you are welcome back to our channel. Today, majority of us believe that all it takes to become a billionaire is just a paycheck, while some people believe that as long as you continue earning and spending money, they will eventually become wealthy. Well, as we all know, there is much more to becoming a billionaire than just a paycheck. Here are some of the world billionaires that went broke because they didn't think twice before spending their money. Number 7, Björgolfur Gudmundsson. Being one of the most famous billionaires in the world, Björgolfur Gudmundsson is the second richest man in Iceland, who filed for bankruptcy. He was owing more than $1.1 million in the early 1990s, which he had already served over a year in prison for a bookkeeping violation. This billionaire was the chairman of Landsbanki. And due to a financial mismanagement scandal that wrecked Iceland's economy, all his investment was destroyed by a whopping sum of $750 million debt that he personally owed, and that led to the crumbling of his company and also his downfall as a billionaire. Number 6, Sean Quinn. Being a billionaire and a businessman from Ireland worth over $500 billion. Life hasn't been easy with Sean Quinn, and due to enormous bank debt in Ireland, this billionaire business and companies witnessed failure. He was the richest man in Ireland, who went bankrupt. Quinn's major choice to enter the hospitality sector changed everything, beginning with some of his investment in some companies that didn't bring profits. He also owes a stake in Irish Bank, which was estimated to worth around $2.8 billion in 2008. And according to some report, Quinn was destroyed by a luxury lifestyle that devoid his newfound ownership of five-star hotels, and that led to his bankruptcy. Number 5, Jocelyn Wildenstein. Now the story gets more interesting. Being one of the richest female billionaires in the world, Jocelyn Wildenstein is a billionaire from Switzerland, who lost over $2.5 million and $100 million due to her expensive lifestyle. This female billionaire was a well-known socialite. She allegedly spent over $1 million a month on shopping and over $5,000 on her phone bill. She was the former wife of the late Alec Wildenstein, a former billionaire. And due to her mismanagement of her wealth, she went broke overnight, and also lose all her companies worth over $10 billion. Number 4, Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes was the lady who founded the amazing startup valued known as Theranos, which is of writing this article, this company worth over $9 billion, which took her to the top of Forbes' list. She was forced to file for bankruptcy, as she was found guilty of criminal fraud in her company. Her company said it was working on a groundbreaking blood test that would be able to test hundreds of illnesses and ailments with just a few drops of blood. However, it was later discovered that the business was not even close to creating this kind of technology. Elizabeth Holmes was consequently facing a maximum sentence of 20 years in jail, and that led to her downfall as a billionaire. Number 3, Vijay Mallya. Vijay Mallya is a well-known figure in India, who was a liquor and airline magnate renowned for leading an opulent and most expensive lifestyle. The Indian airline company known as Kingfisher Airlines, which was owned by him, is no longer in operation due to lack of fund. However, he failed to return the money that he borrowed from the Indian bank, which led to the seizure of all things that he owned. However, he obtained a diplomatic passport by joining India's upper house of parliament, and then he fled to the United Kingdom. Vijay Mallya is allegedly charged with bank fraud and money laundering. His net worth was lowered after a bankruptcy filing was sought to an estimated sum of $1.5 billion just for an outstanding debt alone, and this has resulted to his downfall. Number 2, Ike Batista. Ike Batista, who was ranked as the 9th richest person in the world, filed for bankruptcy. He worked in one of the biggest oil company known as OGX. He worked as an oil baron. However, he began to lose money as a result of his inability to control the production objective, and when the Brazil's economy went through a difficult period, things got worse for this 60-year-old billionaire. And in 2012, when it was claimed that Ike Batista had a $35 billion net worth, he was declared bankruptcy due to money laundering and wrongdoing, and that led to his downfall as a billionaire. Number 1, Bernie Madoff. This is the largest fraudster in human history. Bernie Madoff was sentenced to a 150-year imprisonment for fraud. He operated the largest and longest Ponzi scheme in the world. He lured and scammed an investing company called Penny Stock Brokerage. He was able to convince a large number of people to participate in the plan. However, the game started when Madoff told 2 of his sons about the deal, and that was when it came to public knowledge. Madoff would never have anticipated that his sons Mark and Andy had told the FBI the whole truth. the startled FBI detained Madoff and sentenced him to 150 years in prison and the confiscation of over $170 billion that he owned. Mark committed himself 2 years after the catastrophe, and many of his investors also took their own lives. Madoff's entire scam career is still intact, and that was how this billionaire ended his life. So what do you think about this billionaires? Let me know in the comment below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more video update. See you next time.